Welcome to Follow That Food, the show that takes you around the world to find the beginning, middle, and end of the world's best food stories. On this edition, we're puckering up for the lime synonymous with sunshine. Key lime, fresh from the tree or out at sea. Cravers of flavor can't get enough of this titan of tartness. Our magic midget packs a punch so powerful, it's the culinary king that needs no cooking. But this sweet and sour sensation has swept the nation. So we're bringing our chartreuse charmer home to Manhattan for the tongue-teasing pie that's taking a bite out of the Big Apple. So shake up the cocktails, slip on the shades, and get set for summer as we follow that key lime. We are in the Florida Keys, home of the key lime. But guess what? There hasn't been a commercial crop of key limes in this state since 1926. So where do we get our key limes from? I'll show you. Mexico, where fields like this provide 90% of America's key lime consumption, and they've been doing it very well. The Mexican lime industry harvests over 500,000 tons of product annually, which is nearly 10 times that of the United States. And the most sensational citrus of the lot is the key lime, characterized as having a refreshing flavor of the common lime with the punch of a lemon. The key lime is a most versatile fruit and a favorite of foodies around the globe.
It's just this one-of-a-kind flavor. It's this intense citric, lovely, pungent taste. It is far more delicious than a lime, and a lime is quite delicious.
This Mexican key lime plantation sprung up after 1926, when a Florida hurricane wiped out America's commercial crop. And what the hurricane didn't take out, the canker did. Citrus canker is a disease that attacks both the foliage and the fruit of any citrus tree. But it hit the Floridian key lime industry especially hard in the 1920s. With such a threat at hand, the key lime producers began to move to Mexico in the 1930s. It's Mexico's ideal year-round tropical climate that perfectly suited the key lime tree, producing a fruit that is the definition of what a key lime should be. When we think of limes, we're actually thinking of Persian limes. Key limes are much smaller. In fact, a mature key lime looks like a little lemon. But don't be fooled by the appearance of these tiny tartlings. The taste of a key lime is much more interesting than that of your everyday citrus.
It's very complex, the flavor, extremely complex, and that's why it's so desirable. And also what it does to the foods, what the flavors that it enhances in marinating a fish or pork. It just brings out the flavor.
And no one knows this better than the chefs of the Mexican state of Jalisco, whose abundant key lime crop is always a source of citrus inspiration. And we brought our basket of key limes to restaurant La Palapa on the shores of Puerto Vallarta, where the chef's cuisine captures the essence of the local beachfront flavor. And today, a chicken breast with a key lime juice reduction using only the freshest ingredients. Extra virgin olive oil, ginger, shallots, honey, white wine, and fresh key lime juice infused in a pan over low heat. While that sauce simmers, the chicken breast is seared on all sides. Once the chicken is very lightly browned, Chef Pablo smothers it with the citrus marinade and is then placed in a 400-degree oven for 15 minutes. Alberto, how long has your family run this magnificent restaurant here on the beach?
Well, this restaurant's been here since 1959.
43 years?
43 years.
You were only a little fella?
Yeah, I'm only 42.
Okay. So you grew up here?
I grew up
Now
here.
You're running the joint.
Right.
And Alberto's success can be found in the taste of the food. Just as with Chef Pablo's key lime juice chicken, every La Palapa presentation is a south-of-the-border bombshell. All that is perfect about Puerto Vallarta is in that dish. And, of course, the presentation of your wonderful restaurant, La Palapa. Oh, yeah, baby. Go. I've never tasted anything like that before. It is so savory and sweet. La Palapa serves up another seaside sensation with our key limes as inspiration. Coming up next on Follow That Food. Now it's time to move north from Mexico to the capital of key lime consumption, Florida, where we'll transform our fabulous fruit from dessert to drink to pure decadence. Next, as we follow that key lime. Welcome back to Follow That Food, where we're following these key limes back to their original home, southern Florida. It's here that key limes first became one of America's favorite fruits, and they still are.
For years here in Florida, people have loved key lime and have loved the flavor of it, not just in pies, but also for all kinds of things, even for making key lime taffy.
Key lime taffy?
Key lime taffy. Ooh. We have key lime everything here in Florida, Gordon. Everything.
And one woman who's keeping up the Florida key lime culture is Cheryl Rice Miller, who still produces a traditional, all-natural key lime juice in the fruit's home state. Now, the secret to these is they're incredibly acidic. Is that correct?
Acidic but smooth. They have a lovely, wonderful, smooth taste.
So compared to a normal lemon or lime, how much acid is there in this fruit?
Oh, I would say easily 3 times, Gordon. And it's the acidity of the lime that actually cooks the food.
Cheryl, you're telling me that the key lime's acidity is so high, this pie cooks itself.
That's absolutely right. And it's simply the acidity of the lime that cooks the filling. It cooks the eggs, it will cook fish if you're doing a ceviche.
So it's a multi-use juice?
It's a very multi-use juice.
And one chef who has taken his lust for lime to an even higher level is Hubert Desmarais, executive chef of the Four Seasons Hotel in Palm Beach, who's made it his mission to reintroduce the Florida key lime back into Florida soil. Chef Hubert grows and uses one of the few Floridian key lime trees in the state, making this a must-stop meal in our following. You can't start a fresher recipe than with a key lime plucked from your own tree. And Hubert, you have done it in this garden you created here at the Four Seasons.
Yes, I have.
We are surrounded by floral exotica. But Shannon, you're helping us today as one of your fine pastry chefs in creating something that celebrates that key lime. What is it?
It's a key lime creme brulee.
What are you adding in?
This is a standard creme brulee base that we have here. And then we're going to add our key lime filling, which is sweetened condensed milk, key lime juice, and egg yolks again. And just whip them together.
There's not enough eggs in this.
Not enough, not very rich at all.
You can tell it's come from the French. Can we find another way to force more eggs into it? Hubert, what is it about the key lime that no other fruit seems to have?
The high acid, the distinct flavor, and that bitterness.
Oh, I got you. The acid is the
pucker.
So it's got higher pucker factor.
Exactly.
So how are we doing, Shannon? That looks beautifully blended.
Yes, now we're going to refrigerate it.
What, till it's solid? Is that the idea?
A little more solid. And then we're going to take a pre-baked puff pastry shell, and we're just going to spoon in some of our brulee.
So do you bake this, or do you just keep it the way it is?
Just the way it is.
Okay, that's it. A perfect blend of key lime, vanilla, condensed milk, eggs,
heavy cream,
sugar, and heavy cream.
Yeah. This is a green apple sauce.
Yeah.
This is a guava sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Mango. And then I'm going to swirl it with a little bit of sour cream sauce and raspberry sauce. And then this is what we call the hurricane.
Florida hurricane.
Being in South Florida is appropriate.
There it is. There you go. It looks like a weather map that you can eat, Shannon.
Now we're going to caramelize the top of it. Sugar.
You see, this is the trick you're never witness to when you're sitting in a restaurant. It's a little blowtorch and a bit of sugar.
That's it.
But it's great theater.
It is.
This is the moment I've come miles for. Oh, wow. The pastry's excellent, too. Oh, Shannon, it doesn't taste like lemon.
Not at all.
Almost finer. It's lovely. Oh, sorry, a bit fell on my hand. Sorry, but if you could taste this, you wouldn't want to waste it either. But there's more to key limes than creamy creme brulee. A lip-smacking Havana creation has become the hottest Floridian libation, which means there is no more perfect a place to bring our magnificent product than Miami Beach. A short walk down the sand. Miami's culture has blended Cuban cuisine and Florida lifestyle to perfection. And one restaurant that has succeeded in putting those two influences on the same plate is Sushi Samba, where a key lime cured lobster ceviche and a beef teriyaki are a couple of house favorites. But once again, it's our yellow and green-skinned friend that celebrates Miami's heritage and gets the party started. You can't leave Miami until you've had a mojito, and the master of mojitos is here at Sushi Samba. Juan Carlo, what is it and where did it come from?
The mojito, Gordon, is a traditional drink brought over from Cuba. Ernest Hemingway definitely made it a popular cocktail here in Florida. It's very simple. Take a few spoonfuls of sugar. You take fresh mint. I'm gonna muddle it, incorporate The mint and the sugar, get all the flavors going.
You have to do this with every drink?
You have to develop a nice forearm.
This is hard work.
Of course, you can't forget the key lime,
The Caribbean fruit of choice.
2-ounce pour of rum.
Any white rum?
Yeah. Shot of soda, club soda, couple shots of bitter.
What does that do?
Just gives it a nice tang, Gordon. Hey, we shake it up. That's the Sushi Samba patent shake. And pour.
The secret now is to try and find someone who's prepared to drink this. Hello, ma'am. How are you? My name's Gordon. And this is Juan Carlo, who's just made a mojito. I would like you to toast the pleasurable day you're having by trying one of those.
Excellent.
As a kind of party drink, you fun Miami maiden would like to indulge in.
Refreshing.
Refreshing.
Yes.
There you go, Juan Carlo.
Excellent.
Another mini mojito masterpiece. But Sushi Samba isn't the only place dishing out our lime liquor. Mojito Madness is even quenching our thirst for dessert at the Lowe's Miami Beach, where Chef Mark Elher has created a Sabayon with citrus mojito sauce. And once again, it's the key lime that's the key component to the flavor.
The mojito is one of the most in fashion cocktail now in Florida. And with the citrus, we are going to make a dessert out of it.
Why do you like key limes? What is it about them?
What I like key lime is actually just out of, you know, a tiny, small little fruit like this. You can use it just to rub a fish before you grill it. You can use it to season just an iced tea. You can use to make dessert, and the flavor stays on you.
Yeah.
It's really powerful, but very soft. It's very, very, very soft and mild, and it gets actually softer the riper the key lime is. So here you have the Sabayon. You see it's actually thick now. Okay, here we have the ripe key lime. Okay, you want to, you know, roll it a little bit in order to extract most of the juice off of it. And then we're going to just squeeze it into the egg white. And that's going to firm the egg white. Okay, you see how beautiful they are, shiny.
Yeah.
You're going to mix this into the Sabayon. So now you have, you know, a mix that is very, very fluffy. I'm going to have some of the key lime zest. You know, what's nice about the key lime is the oil that actually comes out of it, and that is really the essence of the key lime. And now I'm going to just put this in it. Now, once this is made, we are just going to fill the little molds that we have over here and then put them in a freezer. So this is the base of the mojito. And then what we'll do is we are going to season the citrus segments with the mojito sauce. You can eat it like this. It makes a great salad in the summer. You just pour some of it on the top of the Sabayon, okay, and some of the segments, you know, around the plate. And there you have, I think, one of the most refreshing desserts.
Now, if you're in Cuba, that would be with the meal.
That's it.
That's the mojito.
That's it.
And here's your delicious Miami dessert interpretation.
Yep.
Oh, that's so creamy. That's so French. That's so rich. Oh, yeah. In a moment on Follow That Food. It's Ships Ahoy and citrus on the open seas, where limes have been lifesavers since before timber shipper. But first, we put some zing in the zest with the ultimate key lime contest. As we follow that key lime. Don't go away.